begin with a question. How many mothers do you have? 1, 2? I have 3 mothers. It's not a competition, but it really depends on your definition of what a mother is. Is it the person that gave birth to you, or somebody who met your physical needs, or is it somebody who met your emotional needs? By definition, 3 different women filled these roles for me before the age of 4. My biological mother gave birth to me. My maternal grandmother actually raised me from birth because my parents couldn't. And my aunt was the one that I was most emotionally connected to. These 3 incredible women had a profound impact on my life and really informed my decisions as a mother when I became a mother to my amazing daughter right over there 12 years ago. However, unintentionally, every single one of these women passed down their traumas, and these traumas are affecting me even today. So what I want to share with you today is not just about the impact of intergenerational trauma, but also what can we do about it. And even now, as I look into the audience and I see my daughter, I am so inspired by my role as a mother to do the hard inner work that I need to do so that I don't pass down the baggage, the traumas that was given to me. It stops here. I want her to live life with freedom and inner peace that I never really experienced until I made that choice to look within very, very recently. And the inspiration for my daughter led me to pursue a 1-year training in trauma therapy with Dr. Gabor Mate. I don't know if anyone has heard of him. Woo! I'm going to Romania in 3 weeks to meet the man himself for our global conference. And it has completely transformed my relationship with my parents, with myself, with my husband, with my daughter. And I knew that there was something missing. And that's why I started a master's in counseling psychology to further deepen that understanding. And this whole journey wasn't really just about self-healing. It was a big part of it. But it was also my curiosity around the science behind the impact of previous generations on me and on my future generations. So there was a really interesting study, I don't know if you've heard, this will not be allowed in this day and age with the ethics board, but this was allowed at that time. They did experiments on mice where they gave mice electric shock with the smell of cherry blossoms. And what they found was 2 generations after, the mice were still reacting with fear when they smelled cherry blossoms, even though they were never shocked. And this is actually the science of epigenetics. So 7 years ago, they did a similar experiment but on humans, and nobody was shocked. It was a group of scientists in Germany, and they found through interviews and tests that psychosocial stress on grandmothers while pregnant actually informed and impacted whether the grandchildren would develop certain physical and mental illnesses. When I heard this, my mind was blown. I thought, wow, it was one thing with the mice and cherry blossoms, but this was done with humans. And I really felt incredibly committed to making sure that I can do everything possible to not burden my daughter and her future generations with the stuff that I brought and the stuff that was downloaded to me. So, circling back to that definition of mother as I close the speech, think about who were those mother figures in your lives. I was so moved by Seb's speech about his mother and Talene, and also what Victoria shared about even just that generational trauma of her mom being abused and her feeling like it was okay. Did you also inherit some of those stories and some of those traumas? How did they show up in your life? And I invite you to think, what kind of legacy would you like to leave? Because you inevitably touch the future generations as well. So, thank you.